Protecting paradise. It's our commitment to investigating the environmental problems and working toward resolutions. It is a developing international problem, and its solution, at least in part, could be right here in our area. News Channel 5's Michael Williams joining us with the story. Michael?
Shannon, we live next to one of the world's biggest sources of food. It's called the Atlantic Ocean, but fish and shellfish here and worldwide cannot keep up with demand. One possible solution could be in our own backyard. Paul Wills showed us around his farm. Aquaculture is all in a day's work for this research professor at Florida Atlantic's Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute.
We're going to need new products to feed the world.
Commercial fisheries, he says, can't keep up. That's bad for our paradise, where fish stocks are declining, even worse for a world headed toward 10 billion people in 2050.
About 77% of the fish that we fish commercially are either fished at the maximum level or have collapsed or are recovering from collapse.
The U.S. lags many countries, including world-leading China, in aquaculture.
Aquaculture is there to fill that gap. It's not there to compete with commercial fisheries. Currently, over 90% of the seafood we consume in the U.S. is imported.
From infancy to harvest, Harbor Branch studies the life cycle of fish, shellfish, and aquaplants.
The fish waste goes to algae growth, so we actually separate the solid waste, the poop, from the liquid waste.
In huge outdoor tanks, seaweed, just another form of algae, is then grown and used for food.
From the algae, we feed that to sea urchins.
The hungry sea urchins then produce uni, a popular sushi dish. And to critics who dismiss aquaculture as fish farms with questionable animal health practices, Wills says not so, not when done under strict standards.
To pollute the environment that we're growing the animals in makes no sense in a farming practice.
Harbor Branch master's student Laura Isaac is inspired. She wants her research here to help the disappearing conch population in the Bahamas.
So it's really important to restore these populations in a natural way, a way that's not going to affect the gene pool.
A growing world and declining resources. I asked, is there a future without aquaculture?
The simple answer is no.
A professor and students on the front lines. Again, the effort to try and allow our commercial fisheries, our oceans, to replenish stocks that have been dangerously reduced by overfishing, and a chance to increase our food security. All of those vital intersections important as we look to the future for a growing world, and FAU Harbor Branch in the middle of it all. Kelly.